Club reveals stance on 17-year-old Man United target after stunning solo goal in front of scouts. Manchester United are set to swoop for a striker in the summer. Manchester United's hunt for a new striker is set to take them in a number of different directions this summer, and could see them look at the lower leagues. United's need for more firepower is evident. While they spent big on Rasmus Hojlund last July, the Dane has had a mixed first season at Old Trafford. Hojlund's return so far has been 13 goals in all competitions, with a run of 7 goals in 6 successive games, punctuating barren spells as he gets to grips with the pace of the Premier League after his move from Serie A side Atalanta. The 21-year-old has shown great promise, but also needs support. Erik Ten Hag admitted to the Manchester Evening News that United are already making plans to sign a forward in the summer to replace Anthony Martial. The Frenchman is out of contract at the end of the season, and will be leaving Old Trafford after 9 fruitless and uninspiring seasons. United have been linked with a host of big-money strikers, including Victor Osimhen, Harry Kane, Ivan Toney and even Kylian Mbappe, regardless of how unlikely most of those are to turn up in Manchester. And, having put their faith in Hojlund, an expensive punt on another striker isn't a good use of money when there are other areas of the squad that need strengthening. New co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has already revealed that United's approach in the transfer market may be different to previous styles. When asked about potentially bidding for Mbappe, he said, "I would rather sign the next Mbappe rather than spend a fortune buying success. It's not that clever buying Mbappe. Anyone could figure that one out. More challenging is to find the next Mbappe or next Bellingham or next Roy Keane." One youngster who United are believed to have scouted is Port Vale teenager Bailey Diepeeper. The 17-year-old forward have been getting rave notices in League One despite Vale's struggles, and scored another sensational solo goal on Saturday at home to Exeter City. The youngster gathered the ball on the touchline, weaved past several players and into the box before his left foot shot found the net. It followed up on another great individual strike last month against Bristol Rovers, as United scouts watched on. The England U17 forward has also shone on the international stage this season for the Three Lions with 3 goals in 3 games. Valiant's chief executive Matt Hancock has admitted that they may struggle to hold on to the player, but says they haven't had any approaches yet for the teenager, who is under contract until 2026. Speaking before Diepeeper's stunning goal at the weekend, Hancock told The Valiant, "We have had no official approaches or offers. We are not naive enough to think that someone who is playing ahead of Premier League forwards for England under-17s and then getting regular games and scoring in League One, won't have eyes on him. We know that will be happening. All I can say is his family are outstanding. He has been here since day dot, under-9s level, and has a real affinity to Port Vale. We are excited about his progress here. He's a Port Vale player, and I know from the first-team manager right the way through the club, he is seen as a good person and also a great asset for Port Vale. We will see what the future may hold." United are dark horses to sign Toney. United have emerged as potential dark horses to sign Brentford striker Ivan Toney in this forthcoming summer's transfer window, according to a report by The Mirror. The England international has made no secret of his desire to test himself at a bigger club and has been linked with a crop of the Premier League's elite in recent months. Since returning from his ban in January, he has scored 4 goals. United want to sign a new striker ahead of next season amid Anthony Martial's expected departure. It is reported Toney could be available this summer for a cut price of somewhere between £40 million to £50 million. The striker has just over a year left on his contract. United in concrete talks to sign Frimpong. According to Bild Sports head of football, Christian Falk, as cited by Football Talk, United are already in concrete talks with the representatives of Bayer Leverkusen defender Jeremy Frimpong ahead of this summer's transfer window. United held talks with the right wing-backs camp as far back as April 2023, as reported by the Manchester Evening News, and were keen on bringing him to Old Trafford last summer. The former Manchester City youngster has excelled for Leverkusen this season, playing a key role in helping them scoop their first-ever Bundesliga title, scoring 8 goals and grabbing 7 assists. United interested in Gyökeres. According to a report by HITC, United are showing an interest in signing Sporting Lisbon striker Victor Gyökeres ahead of this forthcoming summer's transfer window. The Sweden international is being linked with a plethora of clubs ahead of this summer after scoring 36 goals in all competitions for Sporting so far this season. He is also nearing 20 assists. He joined Sporting from Championship club Coventry City last summer and has developed at a rapid rate of knots. He has a release clause in his contract worth €100 million. It is reported that Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool are also in the mix for his services. United hope Wilcox can put them in a pole position to land Branthwaite. According to a report by The Sun, United hope the likely appointment of Jason Wilcox will boost their hopes of signing Everton defender Gerard Branthwaite. United want to strengthen their centre-back options ahead of next season, and Everton ace Branthwaite is on their radar and is understood to be being monitored. The Reds plan to poach Wilcox from Southampton and install him as their new technical director. It is possible that he could join the club before the end of the season. It is claimed that Wilcox's previous, close working relationship with Branthwaite's agent, David Reeves, could put them in pole position to land the youngster's signature. What went wrong for Angel Gomes at Manchester United as Lille star named Most Intelligent Player? Angel Gomes has been enjoying an excellent vein of form for Lille recently, fulfilling his potential as the all-encompassing midfielder. Since leaving Old Trafford 4 years ago after struggling to establish himself as a key player at Manchester United, Angel Gomes has enjoyed a tremendous rich vein of form in the French top flight. The 23-year-old midfielder, who sees his contract at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy expire in 2025, has featured 38 times for Lille this season, scoring 2 goals and providing 8 assists. Operating as a 10, an 8 and a 6, he's played a crucial role in Paulo Fonseca's side as Les Dugs hoped to clinch Champions League qualification. Not only has Gomes been central to Lille's domestic campaign, but he's also led the club to the Europa Conference League quarter-finals. If the former Manchester United ace can help claw back a 2-1 deficit against Aston Villa on Thursday night, then he'll be able to test himself against either Olympiacos or Fenerbahce in the next round. Gomes' impressive performances have certainly caught the eye this season, and, with his deal set to expire next year, he's been back to take the next step in his career. Speaking to the BBC this month, Fonseca suggested the England under-21 international could be the most intelligent player in his team. Angel is maybe the most intelligent player I have in my team, said the Lille boss. He understands faster than the others everything about the game. He loves the game. He loves to learn, and he is a player with big skills, big technique. He is a player who, under pressure, finds it is not easy to steal the ball off him and who discovers the space so easily. He is young, he has a big talent. I believe with the right coach, with the right project, with the right game for him, he can have the possibility to have a big step in his career. While Gomes continues to impress, Manchester United supporters will be wondering where it all went wrong for the youngster at Old Trafford. The Englishman was given his first taste of senior football in May 2017 by Jose Mourinho, becoming the youngest player in more than 60 years to make his Red Devils debut. Gomes replaced Wayne Rooney against Crystal Palace at 16 years and 263 days old. Duncan Edwards made his full Manchester United debut at 16 years and 185 days. The teenage sensation said, "It's a dream come true. I've been here since the age of 6, working my way up, and it's what everyone dreams about. I just want to thank the manager for putting me on the bench and playing me today, and all the staff back at the club, and everyone who has helped me. I'm from Manchester, Salford, and it's literally down the road. It's just unbelievable." For many, it symbolized the passing of the torch, but Gomes eventually left Manchester United 3 years later after failing to agree to a new contract. In particular, being heavily criticized by Mourinho in front of his peers seemed to hit him hard. "I've never actually told this story before, but one time, he took me to a cup game with the first team after I played with the U21s, he told Sport Bible. We were at the dinner table and he's come around speaking to everyone. He then looks at me and says, 'I am, swear word, with you.' At the time he was having a laugh with everyone, so I thought he was joking with me. I asked why and he brought up my performance from the day before. I didn't think I played that badly, but he's the big boss, so if he thought I played bad, I played bad. He was saying, 'You were doing this and doing that, but you should have done this and that.' And this was in front of the whole squad as well. I'd had rollickings in my time, but not from the big boss. I just wasn't expecting it. I was taken aback. He eventually finished shouting and carried on with what he was doing. I was stuck to my seat. Eventually some of the lads came over and said, "Don't worry, just ignore him. He's trying to get a reaction from you. This is how he is." I was only young, so in my head I was thinking, he hates me. I went back to my room and rang my dad. I was nearly crying. Mourinho was eventually sacked by United in 2018 and replaced by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Gomes would make 2 more substitute cameos for the Reds under Solskjaer, and ahead of the 2019-20 season it looked like it would be his time to shine. However, it was Scott McTominay who broke through properly that campaign, leaving Gomes with just 6 first-team appearances. Even then, the United boss felt Gomes would sign a new contract, only to see the Salford-raised man decide he needed a fresh start at Lille. I wouldn't say I doubted myself, but there were times when you'd get upset and think back. In football there is no time for that, he told Sky Sports in 2021. For me it was getting it out of your head and seeing the new challenge in front and tackling that. And tackle it he has. The Reds have since regretted losing him, with the youngster beginning to fulfill his incredible potential as the perfect modern-day midfielder.